All right, so I go on Pardon My Take on Friday, and Dan asked me about this rivalry I have with Celtics fans, and I if I'm being completely honest, it's not a rivalry that I wanted to be a part of. I did not, despite popular opinion, TJ, I did not come to Barstool. I did not come into the coverage of the NBA playoffs on this show and say, what would be great for my show. We did not have a production meeting about this. We did not say, I'm going to attack the Celtics fans, and then that way we'll get clicks and I'll get views and all this sort of thing. And then when they get mad, I'll be indignant and just be like, I don't know what you're mad about. Why are you guys mad? And this was not a song and dance that I had orchestrated. It just kind of happened organically. It started when Game 5 against the Sixers, I saw the Celtics fans booing. That broke my brain. For a lot of the East Coast scumbags out there, they were like, that's how we operate. That's not how I operate. So to me, I was like, this is insane that you're booing when the season's not even over. I've talked about this on the show a million times. I don't mean to keep beating this dead horse, but I'm just trying to explain the background here. That was like, I wouldn't say a breaking point, but that was like that was just like whoa, what the hell's going on? Like, how entitled are these fans that they're booing their team when the season's not even over? There's still hope. Like, I would expect a little bit of like, come on boys, let's go. And they're booing. And that was really confusing me. So I go on Pardon My Take on Friday. We actually recorded it before Game 5. So this was after the Celtics had won Game 4. I had come into the office the next day. Everyone was asking, are the Celtics going to come back from down 3-0 to beat the Heat? I seem to be like the only person that was like, it's so obvious to me that this is not going to happen that I'm starting to get worried that I'm missing something that everyone else is saying. But like, no, of course, a team that has sucked at home in the playoffs, of course, a team that has issues with like bringing consistent effort night in and night out, of course, a team that has issues with bringing consistent shooting night in and night out, yada, 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 are going to win 4 straight games against a team that's in the Eastern Conference Finals. Like that doesn't compute with me at all. I can't believe we're even entertaining this. I believe at one point on social, someone shoved a camera in my face and I said something like, if the Boston Celtics jersey said Atlanta Hawks, no one would even be entertaining this idea. It's like insane, the level of delusion that these people have that you think that this is even a thing just because you won one game and made it 3-1. So I go and Pardon My Take. We were talking about it a little bit. I said pretty much what I just said right there. I was like, I don't see how this is going to happen. I've been surprised before watching basketball. Like, I don't mean to say it's never going to happen, but I just don't see how this Celtics team is going to do it. And I get attacked, TJ. So then Game 5 then happens, and it's now 3-2, and it's going back to Miami. A lot of emails, a lot of DMs saying suck my dick, saying as a Boston fan, go ahead and suck my dick because we're coming back from down 3-0. Who's emailing you? Emails. A lot of I got one email.
That sounds like a personal attack. Somebody's emailing you suck my dick.
It was a personal attack. Suck my dick. It said, hello, Mr. Titus, comma. That's how it said. The subject was suck my dick, ? And that's how it got me. I was like, interesting. That's a great
at barstoolsports.com.
Yeah. It's like, interesting proposal. Let me see what this guy has to say. And he's like, hello, Mr. Titus. I hope this email finds you well. Would you kindly suck my dick? Because we're winning this series. So going into Game 6, I'm getting bombarded. I go on Pardon My Take. I say the same things I've been saying on this show. They've won one title in almost 40 years now, which is better than a lot of franchises. I don't mean to say it's not. It's just like, from my perspective, I don't see that that's a position where you go into every single playoff and say, if we don't win the title, we're going to boo the team. So yeah, I said all that. I get a bunch of blowback, TJ. So when finally Game 7 happened, Game 6, of course, the Celtics win in the tip-in, and at that point there's a lot of chest puffing, there's a lot of champagne bottles being popped, all that sort of thing. So when Boston gets blown out in Game 7, I was prepared to just go ape shit on this show. I was prepared to just bring the flamethrower and say, me suck your dick? No. As it turns out, you're going to suck my dick, okay? That's how this is going to work. That's what I was prepared to do. But then a funny thing happened, and after the Celtics were blown out at home in Game 7, I got like twice as many emails as I was getting from the Boston fans about how I'm a hater and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I got twice as many saying, my bad. They were tapping their chest and they're like, that's my bad. I was wrong. You were right. And I apologize for... No, I'm just kidding. I didn't get a single goddamn email, TJ. Not one single email from anybody that said you were right the whole time and all that shit talking that I was doing before we actually won the series. Wow, I feel like an absolute asshole now. Not a single one. Not one single email. Not one email, not one DM, not one anything. Not one single thing did anybody walk back the kiss my ass. And so now here I am. I don't know. I don't know what to do, TJ, because it is old news. Like they lost. Like I'm not surprised by what happened. As it turns out, this was my viewpoint of I don't think the Celtics are going to win 4 straight was based out of being a hater. It was based out of it's literally never happened. And the reason it's literally never happened is because, as I said earlier, it is very, very, very difficult to beat a team, any NBA team 4 times in a row, but to beat a team that is in the Eastern Conference Finals, that has already beat you 3 times in a row. And you're a team that has issues with all the things I said earlier. And you have a 34-year-old coach in his first year. Like it just didn't compute in my brain. And now here we are. So like I'm not surprised. It's been a few days, but still some part of me wants to just go nuts. I don't know if I have the energy though. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna let him off. I think like I don't know what else to do. I just like I'm like this is a fight. Like the fight has already been won. I don't want to spike the football at this point. It's all. I guess I pity Celtics fans more than anything else at this point.
At least you don't seem too personally affected by it. So at least there's that. I will say the last thing, I think right before or maybe right after you went on Part of My Take, Hank came up to me and was like, yo, what's good with your boy talking about Celtics fans? Like they were very much taking it personal. Like that's not an exaggeration at all.
It's insane. The unearned arrogance from this fan base is absolutely insane. My whole point was this, TJ. It's that I get that Boston fans think everybody hate them. In football, that is true that they hate you because they're jealous. Like I understand that. If someone says I hate the Patriots, more likely than not, it's because the Patriots win a lot, and I cheer for a team that I wish would win as much as they win, and I'm a hater, and like ultimately it just comes down to that. Is like I have my own problems with your team being better than mine. Okay, so like I understand that. The Red Sox may be a similar thing. I swear to God, hand to God, I have no problem with the Red Sox. In fact, I'm a Cubs fan. When I was growing up, I saw the Red Sox as the AL kindred spirit of the Cubs. We both had curses. We both, Theo Epstein gets us both over the hump eventually. I was cheering for the Red Sox as hard as Red Sox fans probably were when they came back from down 3-0 to beat the Yankees. I thought that was awesome because I thought if the Red Sox can do it, maybe someday the Cubs will be able to do it. I've never had a problem with the Red Sox. And the Red Sox have won 4 titles. I've never been like a hater about it. It's whatever. It's indifferent. All of my rants about Celtics fans have been specifically Celtics fans and have been like just trying to hammer home the delusion that you think because Tom Brady lined up at quarterback for your football team and because a group of baseball players 20 years ago beat the Yankees, it means fuck all with the basketball team in 2023. That was the part that was insane to me. That was like, I was like, are we doing a bid here? Like what's going, like, why am I made out to be the crazy one when like it's all very, because from my perspective, the Celtics, as I've said a million times, you've won 1 title in 37 years now, which again, like I grew up, I guess, sort of cheering for the Indiana Pacers. The Pacers have never won a title. The Denver Nuggets have never won it. This is the Nuggets' first trip to the finals. 1 title in 37 years is not worth clowning a franchise for. What is the attitude that we expect this year after year, or yeah, like that whole thing, just because of like what else is going on in your city. It's like I don't know. I pity them. This is the point now where, TJ, if you could condense the Boston Celtics fan base into one person, and that person was a good friend of yours, this would be where you stage an intervention, where you'd be like, hey man, I love you, but like this has gotten out of control. This delusion is on another level. Like what is wrong with you?